Hello, Pastor Doug, back again with another lost word. In this series, we take a look at words that our culture has fundamentally changed, and almost always for the bad. Today's word is a word that is nearly worshipped in our culture, and that is science. So let's take a look at the 1828 definition of science from the original Webster's, and the word science comes from the verb to know, but their definition is, in a general sense, knowledge or certain knowledge, the comprehension or understanding of truth or facts by the mind. The science of God must be perfect. Yea, invoking God to understanding science. They actually get it. But let's read all the definitions. In philosophy, a collection of general principles or leading truths relating to any subject. Pure science, as the mathematics, is built on the self-evident truths. But the term science is also applied to other subjects founded on general knowledge truths, as metaphysics, that's interesting, or experiment or observation, as chemistry and natural philosophy, or even to an assemblage of the general principles of an art, as the science of agriculture, the science of navigation. Arts relate to practice, as paintings and sculpture. Notice the difference between the arts and the science. So a principle in science is a rule in art. I'm going to say that again. A principle in science is a rule in art. Other definitions. Art derived from the precepts or built on precepts. Any art of species of knowledge. One of the 7 liberal branches of knowledge, i.e., grammar, logic, rhetoric, arithmetic, geometry, astronomy, and music. And I love the note here. Authors have not always been careful to use the terms art and science with due discrimination and precision. Music is an art as well as a science. In general, an art is that which depends on practice or performance. The science, that which depends on the abstract or speculative principles. The theory of music is a science. The practice of it is an art. So that's the old definition of science. Let's read the modern definition, and this is the modern definition from Webster's Dictionary. Science is a knowledge or a system of knowledge covering general truths or the operation of general laws, especially observed and tested through the scientific method. Such knowledge or such a system of knowledge concerned with the physical world and its phenomenon, i.e., natural sciences. So you have other definitions, but you notice it's actually a shorter definition list. And this definition, see what they're doing. It is only about the physical world. It has nothing to do with God. It has nothing to do with the arts. It's simply the important things in life. Just measuring stuff. This is such a limited full definition. Now, the physical sciences have their roles. I like modern medicine, don't get me wrong. But this science can solve very few problems, especially the big problems of life. And the fact that we worship this as a god explains so many of our problems. Because these folks back here understood what science really is. It is a much larger approach. It is a way to know and engage in logical thinking that is based upon God's revelation. Because without God, there is no knowledge. Without God, there are no laws of logic. So you can have beauty in this old definition, and that's why the arts and the sciences were so much more beautiful in the old days. And now we have the drudgery of social sciences and the notion that science should be our God, which just leads to a completely illogical and godless world. I hope that helps. And as always, Christ's grace and peace to you all. Amen.